recommend it. You know, you've got to try PRAI because there's nothing like it. Their neck and décolleté. Now, I mentioned in your spas, they also do the throat and décolleté a treatment using the serum.
Yes.
So the day cream, the serum, and then we're going to talk about the resurfacer real quickly as well. That one treatment is more expensive than what we're offering in our today's special.
Yes.
And certainly when it just mentions, pardon me, the event price here on your full size of the serum, actually again, 4 times the size, it's 4 ounces, is $35 today. It's a day in, day out, it's always been $45. This is also available on auto ship. This is also available free shipping, and then single shipment, 5 flex pays, it's $7. And then with auto ship, all your future shipments will be 2 flex payments, so you can definitely utilize that and secure the event price. So how do I utilize this serum along with the day and the night cream for the neck and deck?
I have to show everybody this because everyone that uses it loves it. Actually, my mom is eating me out of house and home with this serum. She loves it.
I can understand.
I think she sits watching TV and using it, so hi, Mom. But look, girls, this is our famous neck serum. But you'll notice this is also a device as well. So you've got the little metal spheres, and what you would do with this, give it a little squeeze. It has a triple peptide, and at home, you'd run it up and down the neck. I run it down into the cleavage area. But what happens, it's got a cooling, tightening, very instant, immediate feeling. And you're gonna feel it go like this, and like pick up that puckered skin. We're gonna show you some science because people love this. So watch, girls, from 30 to 70. That is what happens to everyone's neck, okay? No one's excluded. Now, look at this. We know that the firmness, you get saggy, slacky,
you lose collagen,
droopy, because that is the area that goes. Sure. So this goes under your today's special. It's a triple peptide with our PRAI extract. Now watch what happens. See that little triangle? There's a reason for that. You've got a triple peptide and you've got these triple little beads that are emitting and pushing those ingredients, but to that triangle of trouble. Because right there is where every woman, it either folds inwards and collapses or outwards and collapses.
So true.
And they call it the triangle of terror, the triangle of trouble. There's all kinds of nicknames for that little funny spot, but it's so delicate and it's the first to go.
And boy, does it feel good going on. These little, like you were saying, the little beads here.
I know.
They're cool, and it just drinks right into the skin.
Great for the jawline.
Right into the jawline, where that was my biggest issue, was the double chin, and then because somebody had taken a picture. Remember I asked you about that? This is years ago. I said, Kathy, I never knew. I mean, I got such a double chin. My jaw feels like it's coming down because it was a side profile shot, and I was like, and that's when you said you got to use this. That was before the serum. That was before, you know, when this first came out, the neck cream. So now you even have, again, all those powerhouses to really get those great benefits that you're seeing in the before and afters. $35, $10 off, auto ship available. This is exactly the treatment you would get, right? If I went to the spa.
You would lie down, they would use the microdermabrasion, Lynn, they would wipe it off with a warm cloth. They would then run this up and down your neck, attacking the deep lines, attacking the deep wrinkles, running it into the cleavage area, and then of course following with the throat cream. And by the way, in dollars, I know what it is in pounds, you'd be up over 150 bucks.
There you go.
10 minutes and you're out the door.
And listen, 1 week. I love PRAI because you never do any more than 1 week in your before and afters, where most skincare will be 30 days, 60 days, 90. Right?
And let's be honest, for a lot of women, if they've waited that long, they say, oh,
when am I ever going to see anything?
What I was waiting on. What was it supposed to do? We want you to be kind of hot on the trail for this. And saying, look what it can do. And you know, girls, as we look back